No! So yeah, this is Max Payne, but I'm not here to show you the PC version. If you want to see that, watch my other video, Max Payne Sweet Revenge Parts 1 and 2. So yeah, this is basically just a video just showing you the differences between Max Payne and Max Payne Game Boy Advance mate.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
So yeah, I'm just going to show you this part in the PC version, and then in the Game Boy version, it's actually quite the same, which is very amazing. I personally think that whoever made the Game Boy Advance version, which is like Mobius Entertainment, they did a really good job with that port. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna be shooting some guys with our just pistol here. Yeah, 2 guys, slow motion. It's pretty dope. So yeah, I also like the way Max Payne runs. It's like jolly for a dark game. It's pretty nice.
He's dead or what the?
What the? Yeah, he's just shooting. I always like to think Max Payne farts whenever he does slow motion for some reason. It's funny.
Yo guys, hey, get it over there.
And shoot those guys. Alright, so here's the Game Boy version. It's quite the same. Obviously no voice acting in game. I mean, wow, look at this. This looks very familiar. There's the guy there. He has to find Alex fast. You can open everything. You can even use the sinks and stuff. It's pretty dope. I really like this rendition of it. The only thing I don't like about the Game Boy Advance version is that you'll be hearing this track of music for a very good portion of the game. There's only 2 tracks in the game. It's this one, and then you'll hear the other one in a minute when you get into combat. So there's Explorer music, and then there's combat music. And also, most of the cutscenes are intact, voice acting and all. So yeah, there's the 2 guys we shot earlier, the PC version. So here we go. You can also use bullet time. And also that barrel, I like it. Definitely not for kids if you play it on the Game Boy Advance. There's still blood and everything. And yes, if you're not careful, you will die very quickly, just like the PC version. But the shooting feels okay. The movement's a little wonky when you first play, but what do you expect from an isometric Max Payne remake from Mobius Entertainment on the Game Boy Advance? This is very impressive, graphically and everything. So yeah, here's this trade part. I find this part very funny in the Game Boy version because you get this cinematic thing, and the PC version, it's like cinematic. You crash through this wall to get to the next level. Where in the Game Boy Advance version, well, you'll see.
So much for being subtle.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Next level. Do you want to save your game? Yeah, you'll be saving. You can't save anytime you want, unlike the PC version. You can only save at the end of every level. And why would you say no? Yeah, here's the other track of music I was talking about. Be prepared. Oh yeah. Look at that slow motion. So I'm not really trying to impersonate Max Payne in this video just because I don't have anything really to say. Except for this overview part. Look at this slow motion. Very accurate. I hate how this sounds kind of distorted though. It sounds ugly. But yeah. I also hate that weird that happens whenever you get out of bullet time there. But yeah, all the weapons and everything. And also the sound effects for the weapons are intact too. Pretty impressive. So we'll give you a taste of the cutscenes in just a sec. Just gotta blow these guys away and not die. Well, I just died. Yeah, very weird. You also get lives per level. It's kind of annoying. But this game's actually very easy. If you know what you're doing. Which is very cool.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You want to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
I'm also playing this on an emulator. Don't judge me. It's the only way I can really capture footage properly. You even get this little puzzle. Yeah, it's dope.
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
And yes, the beeping is very much more annoying in the Game Boy version other than the PC version, because the PC version is a little less blatant ear rape. And also, we're gonna blow up this door. It's also very funny to see how it is renditioned in the Game Boy version, because it's pretty cute compared to the PC version. So yeah, it's pretty dope. You might be saying you might notice me saying dope a lot too, but don't judge me. God, this beeping is awful. Thank God that's over with. There we go, we're gonna blow it up. Here's the PC version. It's all slow motion-y and matrixy like. Yeah, and also the door. It's nice. Bam. Here's the Game Boy version. It's cute. Look at that. Beautiful. Also go through the text very fast, but you know the gist. There you go. If you've played Max Payne, you know the gist. I'll even play the PC rendition, I think.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel and slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. The wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention.
It's pretty dope.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers.
Yeah, Finito brothers.
My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
He should seriously write poetry. Like if Max Payne doesn't become a poet after the adventures of his trilogy of games, I don't know what to tell you. Like if they ever make a fourth Max Payne, there's gotta be some poetry. Like a diary that you can read yourself, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, this hotel level's very cool too. Get the vibrating bed still and everything. You can even watch all the TVs except it's all text, of course. Yeah, look at this. Skill.
Powered by Acer Corporation.
Yeah, very much accurate. Like, looks like they've played this game a billion times, and then they ported it. It was pretty dope. So yeah, I think the hotel level is like my favorite level of the entire game. Besides the nightmare sequences in the game. There's only 3 of those, but in this game, you don't play the nightmare scenes. You only get to see like a little snippet of what happens. Get the general gist of the story, which I find very funny about this game. This game's significantly shorter than the PC version, but yet retains pretty much the entire story. And mainly the bigger, more important levels are in this game. Just D-made. Yeah, that enemy was ruthless. There. And also, whenever you die, you don't restart the level. You restart each room. Like, if you enter a room, that's a checkpoint. And if you kill an enemy, they're going to stay dead. until you get a game over, which I got like maybe 3 times in the entire run. Yeah, some posters. Good stuff. There's this boiler room. The baseball bat boy. Gotta love that comic strip. It's probably one of the best parts of the game. I mean, love it later on in the game, of course. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing you the entire game, but this is what we got. And since I really love the hotel level, you're going to be seeing it for a majority of this video. So just sit back and enjoy.
Working with his gun.
Yeah, you get to shoot this guy again, like in the PC version. The guy getting the blowjob in the bar. There she goes. And this guy's are significantly easier in the game where he goes down in like 3 shotgun shots. Like the PC version where he goes down in like 1,000 bullets, you know?
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart.
Uh-oh.
Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze.
Like-
A liquor store, a pawn shop,
Oh, yeah.
a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan
I always thought you
sharks.
said porn
the list
shop.
went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop.
A
They knew I
bad
was
cop.
coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it.
Oh, yeah. Kaboom!
I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold.
Perfect.
A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air.
Perfect.
The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow,
Perfect.
as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world.
Perfect.
I got
Writing.
a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the flying Don Punchinello's suit.
Oh, yeah, this chase scene. Still intact. Also, way more easy in the Game Boy version. Like, look at how quickly this guy is taken out. He's dead already. Boom. PC version would have taken like 5 minutes.
Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Benny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood!
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen
I like
to
his
this,
face
man.
in the third
I'm not
panel.
gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding.
Looks like he just smelled something real bad.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more! Pino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub!
I wonder what it was like to shoot these photos.
Take me to the freaking jail, just don't hurt me!
Like, was it filmed and then did still shots, or did they just pose? Because if they did just pose, that's awesome. Yeah, and this boss is pissy. There's way more dudes in the PC version. You shoot like 20 of them, and then this guy who's like a bullet sponge, but he goes down in like a couple shots. We're going to approach a nightmare scene. Here's how it's handled in the Game Boy
I wasn't
version.
real sure he'd stay that way. He was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
Perfect.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale, holding a gun to my face.
Hot.
I returned the favor. I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk to get
Okay.
into jail.
So yeah, this is it.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
This is sad. This is what you're missing out on in the Game Boy version. Walking on these very thin blood trails with some particle effects, which is pretty impressive for the time. But the Game Boy, yeah, due to, I guess, limitations of space because of how much voiceovers and how many cutscenes are actually in the game, taking up most of the memory, you just miss on this very trip of demonic proportions and shit. Still disturbing to this day.
No. No, no, please, God, no.
Must suck reliving how your family dies every time.
Slice them, dice them, shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be back, good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table.
Max, no, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I like his face. He's like, I'm shooting her. He's like happy.
Murderer! You killed her!
Nothing like that ever happens in a
There's the
real
baseball bat boy himself.
The Payne family. Happiness captured in a Polaroid moment. I had thought it would last forever, till death do us part. I didn't want to think about it. As long as I didn't, it could never happen. I had broken my own rule. The thought had already slipped in. Fear was rusty needles poking at my brain. Cold and scaly, it slithered down my chest. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary
Better
was
than
open on
McDonald's.
today's entry. Her handwriting all pretty curves.
Oh yeah.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow.
Yeah, Max, you
Guess
suck.
it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her.
There you
It
go.
was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Most people are one-sided on relationships. Oh man, this is kind of weird.
I woke up in a bad dream.
That was like
My
Joker.
head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne,
Oh, there it is.
I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm
You're
Frankie
smiling.
at Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot. He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Oh yeah, like any scenario. Alright, here comes the best part. Here we go. Yeah, that face.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing.
I know.
Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off.
Oh yeah.
And then, it's checkout time.
You pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place.
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the girl with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face. But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I lost a lot of gameplay footage, so I'm going to show you the last part of the game, which is kind of bullshit. It's fire. It gets you pretty much in one hit. Since the game is isometric, it's kind of hard to tell where you're supposed to be. Like there. I didn't know. I thought it was clear. I'm going to die here again because I was being an ignorant dick. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of it for me. And I'm done showing you gameplay. The end. Goodbye. See ya.